Hi, my name is Marin-Howard, and I am a local Pilates instructor, dance instructor, and teacher educator here in Chattanooga. Today I want to share a little bit of the work that I do with my friends, with my clients, with my dancers, and really it's about waking up the spirit and taking care of our bodies from the bottom up. I believe like a good house, yes, our feet, our foundation, need to be well taken care of. Yes, we got to show them a little love. So today I'm going to show you a little work that you could do totally at home and a little bit of stretching too for your legs, all right? As you see here, I have a chair. You can grab a chair, you can find a spot in your house even with a counter or a wall. The idea here is, and you're gonna see in a moment, that really I'm gonna be using it for balance. So if you need that little extra balance, you can grab something or find a wall or a counter as I mentioned. And if you wanna challenge yourself, you don't need to use it at all right? Now, that being said, if you don't have a chair with the back, you can use a regular stool, works as well, all right? Now, I also have a block, sometimes they're called yoga blocks or Pilates blocks. If you don't have one of these, you just can use a big fat book, yeah, anything you have on hand, right? And you'll see here in a moment what we're gonna do with it. All right, so you're gonna position yourself, again, you need a little bit of space here, and like I mentioned, the whole idea here is that you could do this at home, right? If you don't have a block, you can use a book, remember. So I'm gonna put this block right on the floor, and I'm gonna use this chair here for balance, right? So if you need the wall or the counter, that's where you have to sort of figure out your own space, all right? So I'm gonna start with my right foot. I'm gonna put my right foot right on that block. And you see here on my foot here that I'm trying to get that ball of the foot, my toes, really over that block at an angle, right? And that angle already begins to give me a nice stretch behind my calf and my hamstring back here. Try to avoid holding your weight forward, right? As that's only going to grip the quads, right? Kind of tense up those legs. I want to see if you can draw your weight back. Trying to draw the weight back into your heels. And just tune in with what's going on there, yeah? Tune in and listen to your body. Yes, if you want a little bit more stretch, now you don't have to go through this, but if you want a little bit more, simply move that foot that's on that block a little bit further on the block. I still have my heel on the floor, and I'm trying to still keep my weight back in my heels, right, of my feet. Now, as you're working, I have to try to relax that front of my leg. I really feel this stretch all the way up my back of my leg and my hamstring and my quad. And here, just breathe. That's right. Now, you will need your chair for balance here. You're gonna take that same leg, that same foot, and I want you to tread lightly, as again, everyone's body is different, and this could be a little jarring at first. You're gonna take that foot directly behind you, and you're gonna place just a little bit of weight, not too much, just a little bit of weight on that toe, on that top of the foot. As I mentioned, this could be jarring at first, especially if you've not done this before, if you're not used to it, so just be gentle. And if you're here in a moment, you should, if you haven't already, begin to feel and sense, right, that stretch up the top of your foot, the top of your shin, up the leg. Sometimes I feel it all the way up in my hip. Now gently begin to take that weight out to that baby toe and then roll through your over to the big toe. Just a little side to side there, side to side. And you'll feel that, just a few. Good, and then go ahead and just shake out that leg and just kind of shake out those feet and stand there nice and tall and begin to just sort of feel that right foot, and maybe it feels a little bit wider into the ground. Your foot feels a little bit more grounded into the floor, all right? Now, I'm just gonna move my chair over so I could do the other side, all right? Quickly, I'm gonna place that left foot on there again. I wanna draw my other foot right next to it, okay? And the goal here is I'm gonna bring that weight back into the heels of my feet, right? So that I'm not forward this way, leaning, trying to hold on like this, right? I wanna keep that weight back. And again, this goes without saying, right? That you'll feel how these have to kick in. You'll feel the abdominals have to kick in to help support. So it's a little bit of core work too, all right? Now, take that foot and bring that foot a little bit further forward to increase that stretch. Now, folks, I'm sort of moving through this rather quickly, but know that you can do this at home at your own pace, right? And spend a little bit more time on that right side, or you'll say, ooh, that left side feels like, right now my left side feels like it's really, really tight. So I'm gonna hang out a little longer and breathe through it, right? Just hang out. Right. Now I'm gonna take that same foot here, and again, as I did earlier with my other foot, take that foot over the top of that left foot, right over the toes. Again, depending on your bodies, what your feet, how flexible your feet are. This could be very, very, very tight. And again, I'm gonna take that weight out to that baby toe and over to the big toe gently. You don't have to push too much. You don't have to force anything, right? Sometimes just allowing gravity to do the work is good. Okay, and then you're gonna shake out, shake that leg out. And again, you're gonna just stand nice and tall and feel your feet right underneath you. And I'm gonna do just here while I have you standing. Pay attention to your feet. I want you to think about the baby toe, the big toe, and the center of your heel, almost like a tripod, right, on each foot, right? Baby toe, big toe, and center of your heel on both feet. And you're gonna bring your feet not too wide, not too narrow, and just kind of feel that ground underneath you. And to give me a little rock forward and a little rock back. You don't have to force yourself, right? You're not trying to throw yourself off of your balance, but it's just sort of tuning in, okay, where am I driving this movement from, right? And how grounded can I feel my feet underneath myself here? And I'm gonna go take it now side to side, just like this, little side to side. And again, it's absolutely a little core work, right? Because without this, it's curtains. You're gonna go down. You gotta use your abdominals. Now take this a little bit forward, side and back, right? So it's a little circle, really listening, tuning into your body, like, okay, where do I have to support? My feet are underneath me. I feel the whole foot underneath myself. And let's go ahead and go the other way, right? Little circle. And as I mentioned before, you can take your time with this, right? You don't have to go at my pace. You can slow it down, go a little quicker, whatever you need, whatever works for you. And then you're gonna bring that weight back to the center, right? Right back to the center. All right, shake your knees, right? Shake your knees, give them a little shake. Right, now, from here, I'm gonna move my chair because I am going to need the back of my chair for this one. And also my block, all right? Now, here's the deal. First, I'm gonna do this without my block because I wanna see where you are and where I am today. But I'm gonna put it right here because I'm gonna need it. So you are gonna stand, I'd say just shy of an arm's length away, right? Just shy of an arm's length away. And my feet again are parallel feet, two lines that never ever meet, right? Two lines that never ever meet, yeah, parallel, and about hip width apart. Now I'm gonna reach my arms long. I'm gonna imagine just gonna place your hands right in the front of your hips, right? Those hip bones here. And I'm gonna envision those hip bones sort of tipping forward as I take the weight of my body forward, and I'm gonna reach, send your booty back. I'm holding on to my tummy muscles, and I reach back forward till I find that chair. And here you can do any adjustments you may need. You can scooch back a little bit, right? I'm gonna scooch back so that I can draw my heels of my hands there, right? So just finding that space, and here I'm gonna feel that length of my back, right? I want you to try to bring your weight forward into the arms, into the chair. Try to keep that length behind the legs. Stretch it. I know this can be intense. Breathe through it. Don't forget to breathe. And then just let your head drop here. Heavy head. You can relax everything. Soften your knees and just round up your spine gently. Shoulders, your neck, and your head is last. And then jiggle your legs again. Give your body a little shake, right? We're gonna do that one more time, just like that. Take a nice big breath in. Again, imagine the fronts of your hips here. The front of your hips are gonna tip forward as you send your booty back. You lengthen your arms forward. You stretch over. And then gravity does the rest. Let your head rest. Let your head hang. Let your head just hang. And while you're down there, let your head turn a little side to side. Good. And then bring your head back to the center. Soften your knees and again, round up your spine. Now, I want to do this one more time. Now, I'm going to change it, all right? I am going to grab my block. Again, this is only going to make this just a little bit more intense. I'm going to place that block down on the floor. And here, Yeah, that's not a perfect science. You just gotta eyeball it here, but you're gonna place your block down on the floor, right kind of where your feet were just a moment ago, and this is where it changes, and you gotta use your center for a little bit of balance here, but you're gonna bring both of your feet, onto that block, okay? Now, both of your feet, my balls of my feet, and start small. I'm gonna kind of just bring my toes on, my little toes, right? Reaching forward, and then just as we did a moment ago, I'm gonna reach forward and stretch. Again, I'm gonna bring that weight forward into my arms and still feel that length behind the leg. Reach, reach, reach. Okay, use your center, your arms, and round up. You can step off of that block and round up your spine, and again, sort of feel that out. Now I'm going to do this just one more time, and I'm gonna come a little bit more onto that block. Okay, so that a little bit more of my foot is on there. I reach forward. Feel that stretch. Few seconds. Let your head drop. Now use your center and your arms and your legs. You're gonna step off and round up your spine. Just kind of walk it off. Give me a little shake, a little swing side to side, soften your knees. All right, folks, listen, I want you to go ahead and give these a try, all right? As I said, it's not a perfect science. You kind of got to eyeball it and see what feels good for your body, all right? And remember, you can use a wall, a counter, a chair with or without a back, a block, or just a book, all right? I'll see you next time. Thank you.